so much better than Luke Combs. I'm sure you'll agree. But I was just looking at it
Actually,
like,
no.
Actually, the way I was looking at it is like, no, what it is that Luke Combs just has better written songs, in my opinion.
Whoever's writing his shit's
of the two
on point.
they picked, because Morgan Wallen has some bangers. There's no question about that shit. But like the two songs that he chose to sing, that Luke Combs chose to sing of Morgan Wallen's, weren't Morgan Wallen's best written songs. He just he sang this song and I forget another song.
Does he write his own shit?
Luke Combs, I mean, I think they all at this point just have a team of writers.
Yeah.
But he started out writing his own shit. But once it turns
they both
time,
got it sewed up though.
yeah. But once it's time to like mass produce, they're like, all right, you can't do it fast. You yourself, typically, one person can't do it fast enough.
No,
they
got people that are literally sitting in a room.
Yeah, that's their job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But to what you were saying, like, I felt like Luke sang Morgan's song better than Morgan sang Luke's song in that clip that I saw.
Okay.
But I feel like Morgan, I don't know who picked the song, but I feel like Morgan picked a bad Luke song for him to sing, if that makes sense.
You talking about the one where they're just sitting right there next to each other?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And which one did he sing?
Morgan Wallen. Damn, I forget. I know that Luke Combs sang that song we were just playing.
Yeah,
Luke
sang
Luke didn't kill that?
Thought You Should
Yeah,
Know.
Luke
Killed it.
Oh,
Yeah. But Morgan sang a Luke song, and it was more like, I don't know, it just wasn't like, I felt like Luke killed it because of the song choice, and Morgan sang the shit out the shit, but it just like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of Luke songs are like, only Luke could sing them. You know what I'm saying?
Like Forever After All, that's like one of my jams. That's one of my shits that he does.
That what's his name?
Oh yeah, him.
The Morgan Wallen song with the Mama song. That anybody can sing that song and it sounds good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's just
Like,
a dope
yeah.
ass song.
Yeah.
Especially
Anybody
drop
can
the
sing
shit on Mother's Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
he
that's
kills
just a
that
good
shit.
song.
Well, the Lewis that I work with just was down in Atlanta to watch Morgan Wallen last weekend in the Braves Stadium, and Morgan's mom was there, and so he was like, when he broke that shit out, you could tell he was like going, because his mom's there, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
So that shit was like extra.
You seen them boys Morgan and Hardy did a tribute to John Deere Green or to Joe Diffie?
Oh yeah, when Posty came out and
Yeah,
murked them boys.
But you see what's
I mean,
Yeah.
Posty is not to be played with.
No,
though.
bro.
He's not. He
He
can
doesn't.
sing anything.
No.
Like
He's the
them
man,
other
dude.
dudes can't do that shit.
You
Like,
know those
Posty
like
is-
ads on YouTube that some of them will run forever if you don't skip them. I
Yeah.
was up at like 3:00 in the morning one night, and I just like got up out the bed, and it was like a YouTube video, and it went to an ad, and it was Post Malone in like a dive bar for like that Bud Light tour.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And this was like a 3-hour ad, and I was like, "Oh
Dude,
my god, this dude's
kills
got hit after hit."
Yeah,
After
dude.
hit.
It was like
kills
5:30
dude.
in the morning. I was like, "I gotta go to sleep."
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Yeah, he kills that shit.
Well, and he can fucking just sing anything, dude.
Dude, he did
could
a
do
Nirvana tribute.
Yeah, he could do Nirvana. He could do Joe Diffie. He could do.
So good.
Well,
Like,
they asked him backstage, "Are you gonna do a country album?" And he said, "Yeah, I think so."
You know what I've been wanting him to do is some Pearl Jam shit.
I think
like-
has he ever said?
Or REM. That's who I want. That. Oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you, and you are not me. Like, think of Post Malone doing that with his little vibrato.
But
he's got.
he kills that vibrato shit, dude. You seen the Lil Wayne verse he did on the Fuji shit?
Yeah, he killed it. I mean, what they about
Post
to
did
drop?
a Lil Wayne verse.
No, Lil Wayne. The Fugees were on stage singing "Ready or Not." Here I come. And then all of a sudden Wayne comes out the back. Ready or not. Steady. Just whole verse on this shit. It's just like, dude, this dude's a fucking monster.
Yeah, look that shit up later. But Wayne's been like, I don't know. I like that Wayne's getting his flowers right now. Like, that people are fucking.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. And, like, people are just bringing him out. The motherfucker came out at the Colorado Buffaloes game a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I
like,
did
brought
see
them
that.
boys out and
I did
shit,
see
you know?
that.
Yeah, he's the godfather of modern rap, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, all these cats that are putting rap out now is like, what's the dude's name?
they're his babies, bro.
He
Yeah,
single-handedly
you're my son.
changed rap, dude.
For
I
sure.
always said he single-handedly did that shit.
Yeah, like Caden was showing me, which Caden ain't really into this dude, but he would every week, every Monday, when I take him to school or we ride to school or whatever, because albums come out on Fridays now. So like every Monday, it's like I'm like, yo, did you check that album out? You check this out. Like it's like that's what we talk about. But like Trippie Redd dropped this past Friday, dropped the EP, and we listened to it, and both of us agreed. Like it was like the beats were hard, but the first beat was super sick. They had the sample of selling crack, just bought a Cadillac, throw some D's on it. But they just took that main sample, you know what I'm talking about, like the jazzy shit, and made a new beat with it. And the beat's hard as fuck. But what I didn't like was like a lot of his beats are like, I feel like they would have like, if I wrote to him, they would have like depth to them. You know what I'm saying? Like he had one that was like, it kind of reminded me of the Lil Wayne shit. Don't let me be misunderstood. That shit, like he had a girl singing on about being misunderstood or whatever, and I was like, that's how it came in. I was like, yo, this shit's about to be hard. And then the first line is like, her pussy wet. Yeah. He's all auto-tuned out, and I'm like, damn, man. But like y'all said, Weezy just birthed all these dudes. Like they all just rapping with auto-tune and trying to do that. But I'm like, you gotta have like either. To me, like, you either have to have mad depth, like, you got to be like a Joyner Lucas or a J. Cole, or you got to have mad bars. But if you're somewhere in between, like, I don't want to hear
Joyner
that.
Lucas doesn't get spoke about enough, dude. Joyner Lucas is that shit.
He's fucking...
I mean, J. Cole's really the only one, in my opinion, that can really hang with these kids nowadays.
Yeah.
And he proved that on Lil Durk's song, too.
Oh, that... Oh, man.
Yeah. And he had a little beef with Youngboy and shit, too, but...
Yeah, him and Drake.
That's kind of like
him and Drake are like the only two cats that I think like transition well from like our generation into this new generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll see.
Which I mean,
Andre
Wayne too, but Wayne just comes up. Wayne just murks everybody. Like
it's
it's not like he's coming on and like it's Wayne. You know, like he's not like. I agree with you. Like Drake and J. Cole can like kind of make themselves sound current.
Right.
Wayne is like timeless. Like
Just
it's like Jay-Z. It's like
Wayne.
when this motherfucker comes on, or Eminem, like when they come on, it's like you know what you're getting, and it's greatness. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting that.
Yeah.
But J. Cole and Drake they have this weird, uncanny ability to like get on some current shit and sound current, but still like appeal to motherfuckers like us.
Yeah.
You know,
that all my life is sick. J. Cole killed.
Oh, dude, just the intro. Like I remember when that shit first dropped.
I was surprised he got a guy like that on his record, but because them drill guys, they don't do that.
They don't do it for me.
Yeah.
I just don't do the drill rap shit. It's just
I'll be honest with you. I've been kind of diving into it a little bit. Like I could fuck with Lil Durk, King Von, Lil Mabu. You heard of him?
Yeah.
He's killing it right now.
Yeah, he is.
And it's not, like I said, it's not really the music. I got like introduced. I didn't even know what drill rap was. Like I was oblivious to it. And what got me was a video on YouTube from Trap Lord Ross, and it had a bunch of you ever heard of him?
Mm-hmm.
Had a bunch of documentaries about the Chirac era, 2012 with Keith Chief and where Lil Durk come from and all them. And I got like interested, so I watched this like 3-hour documentary, and I was like, yo, these dudes are hard. Like, like some of them are about that life.
Oh
like,
yeah, Chicago.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
But some of the music's, it's hard for us to relate to, but some of it I can relate to. I mean, I like it. I dig it.
Well, Tekashi is considered drill rap, isn't he? Is that
but he's a goofy. You see what I mean? Like he's goofy. Like I can't fuck with him.
But they call it New York drill or NY
that's
drill.
like China
and
Mac.
they use
like Chicago started it, and then
and then they use UK drill beats, and I didn't know that was a thing either. Like this UK drill scene is like
they frill about that shit over there.
Yeah.
Dude, they got Japanese drill. Have you seen these videos?
I've seen
dudes
some
rapping that shit in
Japanese rapper. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but it sound good.
Hey, where was the dude who got killed? The dude in Atlanta. Is he from Chicago or is he from New York? God damn, what's his name?
Pop Smoke.
Pop Smoke. Where's he from?
He's from New York.
From New York.
He got killed in LA though.
I thought for some reason I thought he was from Chicago.
No, he's from New York. Yeah.
That boy said he was the next DMX.
Oh yeah, for sure. He was a shit too.
I thought more 50 Cent.
You think he was the next 50? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Dude,
he was there.
his like just his sound. Like his sound was 52. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he was coming up. Like if you listen to his shit, like this dude was only 20,
He was
He was
young.
super young.
He was
like
super young.
22, 23 years old, bro, and like bangers. You know what I'm saying? Like he was definitely on his way, but you know, fucking got cut short.
I listened to DMX's first album twice last week.
Yeah.
As Dark as Hell
Legendary,
Top.
bro.
Dude, you
He's
listen to that
legend.
shit and
He's
you're
a
like,
legend,
dude,
bro.
this dude was a monster when he
I
first
didn't
came
know he
out,
had that
dude.
many like platinum hits and like,
Yeah,
bro,
dude.
I didn't know that
Dude
until
was
like
a fucking
He
beast.
put out
Beast,
in
bro.
what is it, a year's time? He put out the first two albums, but the second album was a double disc.
right.
Yeah.
Dude,
And then hit
Movies.
him with the third that.
the Grand Champ. No, and then there was X.
One, yeah, and then there was X.
Yeah.
One more road to cross.
Dude was a monster, man.
he
Romeo
was
Must
killing
Die.
shit.
I mean, the movies
Yeah,
were good
Belly.
too, bro.
Belly.
He
Belly
wasn't no
is
chump
fire,
ass
bro.
actor. You know how like they'll put like a rapper or like an athlete or something in a movie and they're garbage. Like he was good.
Dude,
Yeah,
I remember
he
he
very
was such
good.
he was such a good actor in Belly that he made me hate his character. Like, I was like, this guy's such a
I remember
dick,
when you said
dude.
that. It's just like,
He's like,
bro,
but dude,
like,
that's how good of a job he did. He made you hate
Yeah.
him like that.
dog. Remember, like earlier this week, I told you that Andre 3000's about to drop.
Yeah, that's why I was. You was like
No
J.
way.
Cole, this and that. I was
Yeah.
like, wait till Friday when Andre drops this shit.
Really?
Thank you. Guess what?
Nah,
He's
dude.
playing the fucking flute. No vocals.
That's the album.
Yes.
Oh, that's
I'm
disappointing.
so disappointed. dog.
What?
Yeah, yeah. So
I
like,
mean,
I
that
guess
doesn't
like the
surprise me.
last like
man dropping
5
a
or
flute
6
out.
years. Playing the flat.
Got the
I hope it
flute
ain't the
out,
flesh
dude.
flute.
The
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, skin flu? Damn, Andre.
Yeah, dog. Like, so I was so excited because I seen that shit pop up on my shit, and I was like, I texted him. I was like, yo, I wish because we've been talking about doing like
Who broke the news that it was a flute album?
bro. I read it exactly because I was telling Ant earlier. I was like, yo, I wish we because we're about to start doing like some live type shit like Q&A podcast,
Right.
and a lot of people have been wanting us to do like music reviews and shit, and I'm like, I don't want to like go down that lane and get stuck in that lane because they're like, y'all talk about music all the time. Why don't y'all like review some of these songs or let people submit? I'm like, we might like dabble, but I was telling him, I was like, Andre 3000 would be a dope ass one to fucking like we
Right.
sit, you know, even like you come through and we just sit down and like
Oh,
listen.
I
to this
wish,
fucking
I wish we
album.
didn't know that it was a flute album so we could do that shit live. Like,
I know. I
is
wish
this
I
shit
would
for
have
real?
never found out because we
Disappointment would have been.
would have been like, what the fuck is this, dog? But yeah, it's just like it's all instrumentals. It's just like and
Solo
his-
flute.
huh?
Solo flute.
No, I think it's like music, like but it's
With
an
a band.
instrumental album.
But
yeah,
he's
I don't
got
know.
it.
I haven't heard it. It comes out
Man, that's
on
different.
Friday, but
I hope
That's
that's
right.
a,
I
I
mean,
hope
but
that's
I
a
know
hoax.
that he plays the flute, and like in 2018, I remember he put out an EP that was like a 17-minute song of him playing the fucking flute and like some jazz shit, and then there was like a 4-minute song where he was like kind of singing and doing shit, but it was only 2 songs. It was an EP that was like 21, because an EP's got to be under 30 minutes. So it was a 17-minute fucking just instrumental track, and then it was like a 4-minute something. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 20-something minutes.
Man, he'll be
You
on
played a
the
flute
damn-
like this, huh? Like,
Yeah,
like this.
and that's the album cover, and I feel I'm kind of like, damn, I guess I should have known because like the album cover looks like a stick figure drawing, and it's like it's him on one knee holding the flute, but it's covering his eye, like he doesn't have the flute in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Illuminati, but
He'll be on Speakeasy Radio before we know it, dude.
no shit,
At
dude. I
2
don't
o'clock
know,
in the
bro. I'm
morning, rocking that
I'm
flute.
just like, dog, just drop-
70s funk with Andre
fucking drop an
3000.
album, man. Just
Yeah,
you know
but
what I mean?
I think somebody's interviewed
Ripping a
before, and I
recorder?
think he said something like, fucking ripping a recorder. Playing Mary Had a Little Lamb, killing that
Yeah,
shit.
dog.
Twinkle,
Like,
twinkle,
damn,
baby,
bro,
twinkle,
you went
twinkle.
from fucking the South got something to say to
Yeah.
South got something to play.
Man,
Well,
Like, that's fucked up, bro. Like,
I hope it ain't so.
come
man.
on, man.
Dude, where you get that jacket?
Oh man.
that shit is fly.
Well, Elon,
Nice.
SpaceX.
Is that what that is?
Huh?
Is that what that is?
That's so slick.
Yeah, I can't tell y'all that, dog. I made this shit. You know.
Shut
With
up.
the magenta?
This shit look good, right?
You made that?
All I know, man, like I was hyped for this pod because like I tell people because like we've had a few people on here that like don't know that he rap, right? Mm-hmm. And yo, that's the fucking best rapper I've ever known. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, really? Show me some shit afterwards. You know what I'm saying? But now that I got you on, I'm like, damn, I got like the best rapper I ever known and my favorite rapper I've ever known. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like you are like you're like the Build-A-Bear rapper. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker is like
swag stacked out, just
dog,
like
you know what I'm saying?
Dude, it's weird because like you know we all got kids now. He'd be like, yeah, you know I listen to my old shit all the time. She's like, that's right. Like, yeah, dog, fucking right.
Yeah, my kids heard a couple things.
Oh, they heard
seen something on YouTube or something. It was like, man, you're on. My daughter's trip, bro.
My daughter too. She came out. She's like, "Where is this hooligan father of mine?
Yeah.
Who do you think you were?" I was like, "Man, we were cool, man. Fuck you."
Well, it's like you and I've talked about. Like, I think that everybody in Creekside was good enough to make something of themselves in music. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were all talented. That's why we all fuck with each other and got together. But like him and I've always said, like, you were the one that had like it. You know what I'm saying? Like we had the lyrics and we could freestyle and like we had like that side of it, but like if all of us would have just been like, yo, fuck it. For the next 2 years, we'll make music behind the scenes but we're just gonna push the young and juice. We're gonna push this shit. Like we probably would have went so much farther because you just had like you had a sound that wasn't like we all did. Like people would be like, "Yo, where y'all from?" You know what I'm saying? But you had
you really couldn't pinpoint us.
You couldn't pinpoint where we were from, but you had like just this fucking like
most original. Like, you can't even put it into words. So
original. Like
the most originality. I mean, because everybody else kind of like almost. I don't want to say followed a template, but everybody else was just like, "Oh, this is the way I rap."
It was so spontaneous, bro. I didn't even want to do that. I mean, when I met Don, I didn't meet him over music. You know what I mean? I was telling him about y'all the whole time, but that was when Don was on the run and he didn't want to meet anybody. And that's why he met Clint first, is because he was willing to get these beats from Clint. The whole time I was like, dude, you need to talk to my boys over here.
Right.
Like, that's your lane. He was so like paranoid about meeting people and stuff like that. I didn't really want to do that. He just kind of like coerced me into doing it.
Right.
Day. But that, like,
I mean, I'm glad he did because like I listened to like you were so ahead of us on the style game. You know what I'm saying? Like you might look at it differently and be like, yo, because coming from your perspective, I don't know. You could say your perspective, but you was probably like, yo, these dudes are rappers. Like, I never wanted to rap, and like these motherfuckers,
like way out of my league.
But like you made it so effortless, bro, and like I don't know, like I was just like, and then to be like, your name's Juice, you know what I'm saying? Like this motherfucker's just got the drip. He's got the like,
dude. The first time that I ever met Juice, see y'all grew up together. So like the first time that I met you, dog, I was drunk as shit over at Bridge Creek. Like I was almost sick drunk. And you walked in, and you had the long braids and creased up and just crispy as I was like, who the fuck is this dude?
Yeah,
like,
I was
dude, do I have a crush on this dude? This fresh as a motherfucker, dog.
Always, bro.
And the big body too. I was like, dude, y'all know. He's like, yeah, that's Ryan.
Yeah,
dog,
I was
fifth,
schooled,
sixth
right?
grade. This motherfucker would show up to school with his like a rainy day. My man would show up some busted ass shoes. With his other shoes in a fucking Piggly Wiggly bag, dog. You know what I'm saying? Tied up. The motherfucker looked like he just like a hobo. Yeah, he just escaped home. Like he's running away. And you'd be like, what the fuck you got in the bag? Motherfucker get inside, kick them other Jones off, throw them bitches in the trash, dog. Just put the fucking fresh ass shit.
I don't know what made me do that. Like I used to walk
with
with
bags
on.
bro. I remember like the first time. cause like me and you been cool since like what fucking second
I can't
grade.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes back farther than we can remember. But I remember like the first time I came to your house was like probably in like third grade.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was when like airwalks were cool and shit.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like we was
had to
rocking
have the
airwalks.
patent leather airwalks.
Patent leather
Oh, hell
airwalks, all
yeah.
that shit.
Had
The
to.
snake skins.
Dinos
Yeah.
and shit. But
Dinos, yeah.
Kenny lived near me, you know what I'm saying? And like him and Kenny were in the same class, but I wasn't in their class. But we would see each other at recess, cafeteria and shit. But me and Kenny were cool. So Kenny, yo, let's roll to my homeboy's house. So like I said, we know each other probably first, second grade, but in passing. But the first time I go to his crib, like, his whole house is like my house. You know what I'm saying? Like we
lived in a similar household.
Yeah,
type,
we didn't have a lot of money, and like live similarly. So like, there's dishes in the sink. There's typical shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
A house that looks lived in.
Busy mom, stepdad,
Right.
couple kids. Brothers,
yeah,
sisters,
you know what I'm saying. But you walk into this motherfucker's room, nah, bro. Fucking. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
A level 5 model put together, airbrush. You know what I'm saying? A fucking like everything, like every picture's fucking pristinely placed. You know what I'm saying? Shoes on display, like cleaning toothbrush with the fucking cleaning supplies, like laces soaking in bleach. You know what I'm saying? Like since like he's always just like, you know what I mean? Like my.
Do you think you have obsessive compulsive disorder?
It's a blessing and a curse, bro.
Yeah,
like
'cause
I'm really hard to like coexist with. Like, if you could imagine, like my wife and kids, and like nothing's out of place. I mean, it took.
You know,
like,
dude who walks in
almost
the house
a-
and you're like, eek. He's like the penguin faces north.
Bro, it's bad. Like it's bad. Like
That's
walk down the
crazy.
hallway, see like a little piece of dust on it. I can't help it, bro. It's bad. It's
Well,
bad.
do you feel
I know I
like-
drive my family nuts, bro.
Do you feel like you were like kind of you just were born that way, or do you feel like your situation, your circumstances were that way? Like you had a lot of chaos in
I
your
think
life.
it was
so you were
counteracting what was really the case, which was before I moved to Goose Creek, we lived in Hanahan and North Charleston, and like it was shitty.
yeah.
So when we moved to Goose Creek, that was like, oh man, this is nice. Like I thought that was nice to me.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I remember going to sleep and like, that's the first time I seen like a flying roach when I was like, you know, like roaches fall off the ceiling and hit you, and like open a cereal box, roaches in the cereal, and
Yeah.
eating just add water pancakes with what's the clear syrup? Like
Yeah,
corn
yeah,
syrup,
yeah.
not even
Oh,
like
yeah.
actual syrup.
High
Like,
fructose corn.
that's the kind of conditions that like I came from. So like once my mom moved to Goose Creek and met my youngest brother's dad, like it kind of showed me a little bit of structure, and like I was so proud to have things. Like
Right.
I didn't want to like ruin them. I remember the first time I got like a nice pair of shoes, like I just wanted to keep them clean because I was getting made fun of up until like the 5th grade. I remember this dude made fun of me because I had like on some busted up shoes, and I went home and like begged my mom. I remember I played Goose Creek Rec basketball with Kenny on the Grizzlies, and I got the Allen Iverson questions, and that was like my first like nice pair of shoes. And I know my mom, bro, she probably like died buying them shit.
Yeah.
And I wore them out. You know, I had like little circles on the bottom of the questions. I wore the circles off, and the top looked brand new because I just appreciated them so much.
Yeah.
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 That was I spoke to, we all know Bradley Sunshine. I spoke to him one time. 'Cause he's another shoe fanatic freak,
Right.
like keeps things clean like that. He got the same condition, and he broke it down for me. He was like, when holidays come around, nobody has to ask what I want. They know what I want, shoes,
Right.
and it's become a thing because like the first pair of shoes I got did the same thing. I just worshipped them. I just kept them so pristine and so clean. People are like, okay, that's his shit. So
Yeah.
just buy him shoes, and trust me, he'll take care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how I was like, in a sense. Like my thing with shoes was, I knew that like birthdays, Christmas, shit like that. I'm getting one. If I'm getting one thing, I want it to be a pair of shoes.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like my brother was like different. He'd be like, he didn't give a fuck about shoes. Like, buy him some Walmart
I think we're the
shits.
first generation to care about shoes.
I did,
really.
but
Like,
I wasn't
our
like
generation,
fanatic. But,
we
yeah.
really were the first generation, I think, to really have a shoe game. Period.
Yeah.
Before that, it was.
Yeah, nah, yeah, you're right.
You
like,
know what I mean?
Before that, like, it was just like, whatever.
But also, you gotta think too. Like, we looked up to Allen and David and Brian.
I just talked
Wardman
about them
and
the other day because
Derek, all them dudes were mega fresh and like legends to us.
Yeah,
So like,
100%.
I remember,
and, like, I was talking to the we just had this lawyer on, and he's part of Done to Perfection Car Club.
so he probably knows them and.
I didn't ask him this,
Should've.
but I talked to the founder. His name's Charlie Bird. Shout out Charlie Bird. He watches all our shit. But the founder delivers slabs to my company that you know.
So he probably knows Trad and T and D.
I
and
asked
all
him.
that
He was
stuff,
like, "Yeah, I know Trad and Davey and
Yeah.
his. I forget Trad's wife's name. He said his wife's name, all that shit.
Right.
But this dude that was just on this past week has like 5 cars. He got 63 Impala, juiced, lowrider.
He's
You know
from
what I'm
Charleston?
saying? No, he's from like San Bernardino County, California. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Southern California. But he's been here since he was like 12. You know what I'm saying? 7. What did he say? 12 years old?
I think he said in the 70s or something. No, 'cause
He's only 40.
Yeah, he's already. So yeah. I
But
think
his
what he said.
his dad got stationed over.
I
His
think
dad
he-
was in the military, and then they moved back over.
I think he
this
did a
way.
little bit of bouncing around, but like this
Yeah,
is where.
but this is where he's from,
pretty much
basically.
from.
But anyways, I was telling him, I was like, it's so weird because like I know that we got a lot of that shit from Trad and Allen and shit, but I was like, it's so weird because when we were coming up, like all of us had fucking white walls, 13s. Low
Well,
rider
back
bikes,
in the day, the
like,
West Coast thing was it.
It
too.
was popping.
It was
It
our
was.
generation
Yeah.
West Coast gangster rap, and that was really like
well, that's
hit
what
hard
I think.
everywhere.
That's like you, and I think that's why like we were talking about when you were rapping and shit. Like that's the style you had. Like
Oh,
you had,
100%,
but
yeah.
what was so dope about it was like you grew up around us who are like Big L.
Lyrical,
Nas.
yeah.
Like we loved southern
Hip-hop.
shit too. Like but
Like
but
true
we
hip-hop.
like bars and hip hop
Yeah.
and rap and like you were like you love that West Coast just
I
fucking
just like rap, rap,
you just
yeah.
love that West Coast beats, the West Coast swag, the way
whole
that they
culture,
were like
yeah.
they weren't trying to like fit as many words as they could into
No,
some shit.
yeah.
They were just like, we about to just style and swag on this bitch, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
then to have that, but then add the creative like East Coast swag of having bars and metaphors and
Right.
similes, and then so you were like this just like hodgepodge fucking paper mache rapper that was just like this motherfucker's got the style and the bars, you know what I'm saying? Like I got the bars and I can swag a little bit, but that like you just come in and fucking
I was always jealous of it. I was
Yeah,
always just
dog,
like,
it
I was
is
like,
so
man, I can
effortless,
put
like you
words
said.
together, but like, just I can put 1,000 words and even put in like 7. And
Yeah.
it
I
should
guess
just
because
be
I seen the
there.
game. It was like a game to me. Like you build this character, and then you show the world this thing that you built. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it was like a machine. It was like I had the lifestyle to go with it. Now, don't get me wrong, because I was like the only one out of all of us that didn't have kids. I may have had a job here and there, but I was just doing me, bro. Like
Yeah.
every day. Like I didn't have a wife and kid to go home to. Like all that stuff that I talked about was like actual events and stuff that was happening. I always had something to talk about because I was always getting into something. Maybe not around y'all, but like, bro, me and Ryan done did about 1,000 crimes.
Yeah,
That's
that
real
shit
stuff.
real.
bro.
That
Like,
shit,
I mean, could y'all imagine while y'all are home with y'all's kids, I'm riding around with him? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, enough said.
right.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Enough
It's
said,
just.
Yeah, well, like yeah,
I didn't
like
think
you
I knew what
said.
I was doing though. Like that was
Well,
all foreign to me. I just picked up on that one little thing, and it was the showmanship of it.
Yeah.
Really, because I had to compensate for not knowing really what I was doing.
Yeah,
But it's wild because like as cool and smooth as you are on the mic, when you get on stage, it was like the exact opposite. You like jumping around, be all crunk and shit. I'm like, oh man, this guy's on some other shit.
yeah.
Yeah, we had
he
fun,
got
man.
it. Oh, we had a
we
lot
had-
of
he's
fun,
had-
man.
Don
Like I said.
put me on that reverb maybe
Uh-huh.
where he has like a million
Yeah.
songs. Is that it?
Yeah.
Bro, I listened to that like on the way home the other day, and it was like almost brought tears to my eyes, bro. Like just reliving all those that time frame that song may have happened. I was like thinking about like where I was and life, and it was just wild, bro.
I remember like there's like certain songs that I remember where I was when I wrote it, when I first heard the beat, but it's funny because like we talked about it on the pod, but like us three were at our very first performance. Like Dawn couldn't come. Remember that joint we did downtown when the place fucking exploded?
Yeah, I do. With dude, y'all boy, look here, dude.
Yeah.
Man, I don't
Pop
feel-
Shop.
Yeah, I was about to say Pop Smoke.
Yeah,
like,
Pop Shop.
Pop Shop, yeah. Nah, we had a lot, dog. We had a lot.
We
of
were way
great
before
fucking
our time.
times.
It's
I
just
was,
hands down. We were way before
Matter
our
of fact,
time.
I was gonna throw this picture up on the fucking while we on the pod, but
Is it the one we're on the bleachers in Atlanta?
no. But I'll throw this shit up. But look at this. This is me and you. Like, bruh.
Wow.
I just had I'll put this bitch up on the podcast. But if I don't, y'all can see it. But like, I was tripping out because I saw this picture the other day with me and you, and I was like, yo, he's about to come on the pod, and I was like, I saw this picture. I was like, yo, I'm gonna save that because I might throw it up. Like, since we're talking about it, I'll put it right here.
Right there.
But but anyways, like, it's just crazy to me because I was like, yo, that picture's probably 20 years old, at least 15 years old.
At the very least.
And look at all the people in there.
I think this is from that same night, dude. I don't know how I ended up with this picture.
Probably.
But I think it was from that same night, dude. Had to be.
It's a different night. But yeah,
Was
around
it?
the same time. Yeah, because you
Yeah,
can
it
see
might
what
be. Yeah, 'cause
we're
you had
wearing.
a hat on.
Unless, I mean, you know, we had wardrobe changes and shit, costume changes. But my point is like, I was thinking about like my career, and I was just like, yo, like 2 years ago, or you know, less than a year or two ago, I had a packed crowd at the music farm. You know what I'm saying? And then like seeing like that picture from 15, 16 years ago with a packed crowd there, and I was just like, you know, a lot of people would probably look at it like, yo, you wasted so much time on music. Like, you ain't go, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't make it big. You didn't do this. But I'm like, bro, like, I know what the fuck. It's not for a lack of talent. Like, I can tell you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not
Right.
for a lack of fucking trying.
Or a
You
lack
know
of
what I mean?
effort, yeah.
Or a lack of effort. Like, I've given it my all, and I feel like I've lived like 4 lifetimes in music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had the Creekside days, I had the Creekside fail days, the myself days, the Creekside came back days, the Mason jar days, like myself days. Like, I've had all these, but I'm appreciative that like we still chill, we still fucking
Yeah,
like
for
that
sure.
shit don't like
We're
Lewis-
friends before anything.
Right. Lewis that I work with was like telling me the other day, he was like, he's like, yo, I honestly, sometimes I get jealous of you, bro, because you got like friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you got friends. He was like, I got people that like I made music with, or people that I did this with, you know what I'm saying? And like, not that they're not like, we're not cool or whatever, or that I don't like them or whatever, but he was just like, you've got friends that are your friends no matter the fuck what. It ain't like, oh, we did this together and it's over and we don't talk no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Bro, we were
like, I am
different, bro.
appreciative.
We were different.
Yeah,
Like,
dog, like
our
in the
little
last-
circle was different. That ain't normal. I don't
No,
think. To be
and
like
dog,
20,
I say
30
that on this
deep,
pod all the time.
you live on this side, you live on this side. Jeff, I mean, that ain't normal.
Yeah,
don't
I kind of
think.
came
No.
came into the game a little later in life. I came in when we was like
I heard about
15,
you for like
16.
5 years before I met you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Through him.
okay.
I pretty much knew you before I met you.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not normal, bro, to have
Well, yeah,
like a
even though
big
you came
clique
in,
of
like
friends like that.
he's saying, like Dawn, for instance, like he met Dawn through Boogie or whoever or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On
Yeah.
some other shit. Like
some
me and him known each other since 2nd grade, but
Right.
like it ain't like I met. You know what I'm saying? Like Dawn, Kenny, Clint. So Clint, me and Kenny and all of us, yeah, that's Creekside. Like, we've been down since fucking elementary school type shit. But Dawn, you, Teardrop, fucking all. It's
Dusty.
like you said, like Dusty. All these people came from like. It's like everybody. It's like ants smelling pheromones. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Right.
like we're all like close enough to this fucking like ball. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I wonder if like you ever seen the movie Hancock?
Oh yeah.
Where like there's a bad bitch and she got all these powers and there's Hancock and all these powers and like if they wouldn't have came together, because once they come together, it's like
or whatever.
it's like they can really
Well, once they come together, they start to age. And
they
die
start
and
to
shit.
age and die, and sometimes I don't know like
But
I
she says, like in the movie, she's like, we're drawn to each other. Like we're designed to come together.
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
That's why we
And
always find each
sometimes
other.
I feel like I don't know why that fucking movie like made its way to in my mind like having parallels with Creekside. It was like we were drawn and designed to like come together, but it wasn't like meant to last as a rap group. Like it'll
Shout
always
out to Jeff for getting in trouble in Monk's Corner and moving to Goose Creek too.
yeah, coming through. Yeah, shout out my cameraman, foolish.
I remember I walked into class. I was like, "Who's this dude? What's going on
Bro,
here?"
you want to hear some shit? All right, so I wasn't gonna
It
talk
was
about
over
this,
from there.
but this is a good one. I might let you tell this shit, but you know how they call me Waterboy,
Yep.
right? Obviously, they call me Waterboy. You go like, mom, like
Yeah.
I'm asking you, like
Yep.
we ain't even talking about this shit.
I heard
before
it
this
a couple
year.
times.
But he got a new name, Paperboy.
Where'd that go on? Oh shit! From the other, that's fucking great, dude. Dude, it was funny. So, yeah, so we went to a restaurant the other night. I ain't gonna say the restaurant's name. It's just a bad experience. Dude, the boy gave me a sandwich.
Dog and duck.
Dude, he said it.
Damn.
Dude, all the deli paper was in my shit, dude. I'm pulling paper out of my
Paper
sandwich.
boy.
Dude. So then, we crack up laughing because this motherfucker. But then I get home, I'm all wasted drunk. and shit.
No, don't get home yet. Don't get home
So,
yet.
dude, we in the thing.
First of
right?
all, Jeff. All right.
Yeah.
This dude usually calm, cool, collected, right?
He made a scene over
Oh,
there.
my
Yeah,
God.
you gotta tell this story
All
right,
right, all right,
because
all right.
this
Let's start
motherfucker
from
takes
the
a
beginning.
bite, right?
Well,
And he looks like one of them clowns that pulls a tissue out his mouth.
I'm
You know what
pulling
I'm
all
saying?
the
Just-
paper out my shit.
He pulling paper
Pulling
out.
it out my sandwich, and my wife's pulling it out of my sandwich. Jeff fucking
Jeff ain't going for
dude,
that,
Jeff,
bro. You get him
excuse me.
fired up.
He go, excuse me. He wants to find them. Hey, you ain't gonna have a man over here eating fucking
Damn.
paper, dog. You know
Just
what I mean?
standing up in the restaurant like,
walking, looking.
hell no! Y'all ain't gonna have my boy eating paper in this motherfucker. What's wrong with y'all? Hell no! He sits down. They come to the table and fucking. You know, he's being cool about it like I would be.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just paper, dog. It's cool, man. Take it out.
That's
I'll
like your
eat it.
wife making a big
Jeff's
deal about
over
the
there like,
sauce. Hey,
Jeff, dude,
Chill
he
out, man.
turned into Cat Willem. This is unacceptable.
Nah.
This is unacceptable.
Dude, he was like 2 seconds away from throwing my plate on the floor. Hey, fuck that! He ain't eating this shit. What's really funny about it though is when I got home and I was all drunk, Jeff never calls me. He's always a texting guy. He calls me, I'm home drunk, talking to my kids, all toe up and shit. He goes, I go, hello? He goes, you a paper taster? You got the
You a paper taster?
this motherfucker, dog.
Dog, oh man,
man.
man, I wasn't planning on this either, but this shit
bro, you
reminds me.
get Jeff fired up, bro. He'll
Dude,
he'll
it's
act up.
something.
fucking
It's
goat
something
out,
else,
dude.
bro.
You have
It's
to reel
something
him
else.
back in sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
dude,
hey.
Yeah, I've seen it multiple occasions, dude. I'm like, I hope I got enough test on this line, motherfucker. Like, but the other day, all right, so I hope this doesn't sound too like terrible because I'm about to use some accents and shit, but because we speaking about food, I go to, first of all, if you ever get food from a fast food restaurant in North Charleston, you should earn a fucking purple star.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Like you should be a mocha.
Yeah,
But-
much elite.
But I go to Taco Bell the other day in North Charleston.
Where? Just give me a street.
The one by the Lowe's and the Home Depot on Ashley Phosphate. You know
First
what I'm
off,
saying?
how do you get in and out of there?
Yeah, that's a no-no.
I'll park
Exactly.
at the Lowe's and walk there, really,
no
but
shit, dog.
you got
So-
some balls, my man. I don't go to no
Dude,
fast food.
I don't
down
even
there.
like fast food. I don't know why I went there.
Their
That's why I
attitudes
don't
are
go
horrible,
there.
bro.
But it's terrible. So I pull into this motherfucker and the drive-thru's closed. I'm like, of course it is.
Man, you
Which
want-
I'm like, ever since COVID, it's been the inside's closed, drive-thru. So they got this shit backwards. Anyways, I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go inside because I had to wait like an hour for Caden to get out of school, and I was like, I could just go inside. eat a little taco, fucking watch some TikTok and shit, and wait for him to get out of school. Anyway,
I would never do that.
I do shit like this all the time, bro. I just chill by myself, fucking whatever. This is a bad idea, though. I'm telling you up front. I walk in, I already see there's this black dude standing there. He's already a little frustrated. You know what I'm saying? They got these kiosks now, right?
Yeah.
So I go to it. I start ordering food. I can hear my mom like, "Motherfuckers ain't got fries," and I'm like, "That motherfucker is Taco Bell, dog." Like, I know they got the nacho fries back and shit, but like, you can't be mad they ain't got fries and taco. Like, if they ain't have tacos, like, we could be mad. But anyways, he's mumbling, and then he's like, "Man, motherfuckers ain't got drinks and shit." I'm like, I'm just gonna order my shit. It's North Charleston. Like, I ain't getting involved. Well, I order my shit. I go sit down. Well, I guess she's the manager, right? Comes back inside, and or I don't know. She came inside and like, fate brought these motherfuckers together because she's like, "Hey, what's going on? You all right?" He's like, "Not really." And she's like, "Oh, what's wrong?" He's like,
Who's she talking to? The dude?
the dude that's already
That's
flustered.
mad
you know
about
what
the
I'm saying?
fries.
About the fries and shit. He's like, "Not really." She's like, "Oh, well," she's like, "Well, what can I help you with, sir?" And he's like, "I've been waiting for my food for like, could I just get my food? Like, all these people getting their food in front of me. Why can't I?" First of all, you ain't gotta be rude. You ain't gotta talk to me like that. Hey, y'all got his food back there? And all the girls in the back, you know what I'm saying? There's a whole North Charleston fucking staff, dog. Know what I mean? I'm like, oh, this about to be good. So, girls in the back like, "Yeah, he coming, he food coming," you know what I'm saying? And he's like, and so she's like, "Sir, you don't have to be rude. You know, you coming in, you ain't gonna talk to me like that." And all this. He's like, "Well, look, all these people getting their food in front of me.
What's up with the food?
Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, what's going on? Like, I've been waiting. Y'all ain't got drinks. Y'all ain't got fries." And above the kiosk, there's a fucking, in bold letters, a sign that says, "We ain't got no fries, and we limited on drinks."
I'm
right?
out. Right there and there.
You know what I mean?
I'm walking out.
I seen it. I was like, I don't want no fries, and give me water. I don't care. I just want some nachos. You know what I'm saying?
You could have rode down to the Wendy's by Frankie's, bro.
I should have,
Just
but I
sat
wouldn't
there.
have this story right now.
I
You
know,
what I'm
but
saying? Like, it's
damn.
awesome. Like, we ain't even got into it yet. This shit gets crazy, dog. Like, this month. So the girl's like, you know, like, she's like, "Yeah, did you not see the sign? Cause I look at that sign. It's written in bold letters. It say, 'We ain't got no fries and our drinks is limited.'" And the dude's like, "Well, you know," she's like, no, you know, hold up. Matter of fact, you want your money back?" And he's like, "Nah, I kind of just want my food. I'm on my lunch break." No, I ain't gonna give you your money back." And so she's walking around the counter, right? And they're starting to make his food. And by this time, they give him his food. While she's like trying to get around the counter to start the shit, they give him his food. And there's this like DoorDash old white dude, glasses, beard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wrong place, wrong
Wrong
time,
place,
my man.
wrong time, dog. I'm like, oh shit, he's fucked. And he's standing there waiting on his food so he can get his DoorDash and leave, right? They give him his food, and since they didn't have fries, they give my man nachos and cheese, you know what I'm saying? Which he paid like $4. Well, that
The
comes
DoorDash.
up later in the story. No. The dude that's waiting on his food. They
Right.
finally give him his bag, but instead of fries, since they ain't out of fries, they give him nachos and cheese. This man pulls the nacho bag. You know how they got like a little fry bag they put their nachos in?
Yeah.
He pulls it out. There's like 3 nachos in this motherfucker, dog. Like
for real?
Like for real, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man.
Like it's just
This
like
is making me mad
He holds
just
this
listening
shit
to
up
it.
like Simba in the fucking Lion King, dog. He's like,
What is this?
yeah, he tries to go to me, and I just look this way. So he goes back
Yeah,
to
you
that
gotta
white
stay
dude.
out of
He's
that.
like,
You gotta stay out
bro,
of that. You gotta
he
stay
goes
out.
back to the dude. He's like, "Is this worth $3.29?" And the dude's like, "Man, I work for DoorDash, man. He's like, "Sir, I probably shouldn't say anything. I should probably stay out of this." And then he looks at the lady. He's like, putting in her face, "Is this worth $3.29?" And she's like, "You want your money back?" And the dude's like, puts it back. He's like, "Yeah, fuck." You know, at first he fuck it. I want my money back. And she's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you your money back." And the dude's like,
This is pretty intense.
Dude, I'm telling you.
That's
He's
exactly why I don't
my
do those.
My auntie is the general manager of this Taco Bell.
Oh, bet. So she can ring me
And
up.
she's
Give me
like,
money back.
oh, your auntie. Well, guess what? These her nieces. And they're like, yeah, you don't know my auntie?
Oh.
She FaceTimes the general manager while she's doing like the thing. She's like, oh, I about to face what? And they know his name from the kiosk, right? Hey, Keisha, you got a nephew named Randall? She's like, no. So she's like, she don't fucking know you, boy. This ain't your fucking. You ain't no your auntie, ain't no general manager.
Oh my god!
Like, I'm about to FaceTime you. Hold on. He's like, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't double stamp a triple stamp. You can't double stamp
I
a
don't
triple
want to drag
stamp.
this story on too long, but this motherfucker. So they took his food back, right? And they're supposed to give him she's on the phone. They're supposed to give him a refund, right?
Was this place packed? Like
No,
lunchtime
well,
packed?
there's probably like 10 people in there, and they're supposed to give him a refund. And they take his food because he done wanted a refund, right? Then after then the girls start telling her like, he got it off the kiosk. You can't give him a refund off the kiosk. You can only give refunds if they pay cash or they paid at the register. You can't give him a refund. So she's like,
he's got to re-get his food back. Like he has to do this all over again. Is that what you're about to tell me? Right?
She tells him, I can't give you a refund. Because you went to the kiosk. You're going to have to call your bank. He's like, my bank don't do refunds.
Bro.
So then they like, so he's like.
Lunch break over with.
Yeah.
Over with.
I ordered nachos.
I'm going home for the day.
I'm not even
work done for the day.
I wish, like, I don't want to.
Did you see the conclusion of it though? Did he
yes,
get his food?
And it's a little bit longer. Like I'll try to sum it up. He's like, yo, I just take the food. You know what I'm saying? They start ignoring this man. 100%.
No.
Like,
how
they
did
just
you
start
see
working.
that? Were you already eating, or
Yeah,
please
they
don't tell
already
me you're
gave me
waiting for your food?
I had to get my food like whenever she was doing
in
the
the middle of the
refund shit.
argument.
Yeah, when she was doing the refund shit, one of the girls came back, Michael, and I grabbed my food and I just like slid by him. I got my food, went and sat down, cause I thought like, there's no way this dude, you know what I'm saying, that they're gonna resolve this shit in the next minute or two.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
would
I'm saying? Like,
assume
there's
so,
no
yeah.
way this shit's gonna go
Drag
on
on
for that.
the
Like, give him his
FaceTiming and
food, give him a refund, cause at the time they were
verifying
talking about a
family members and
refund.
stuff.
So I was like, all right, he gonna get a refund, get the fuck up out of here. So then, like I said, like they wouldn't give him a refund, and then so he's like standing at the counter, ma'am,
Oh Lord!
just give me the food. I'll take the food. I done wasted my lunch break. Just give me the food, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna give me a refund, he's begging now. He's begging for Taco Bell, bro. He's like, just give me the food. Come on, man, just give me the food. So they're like, nah, we ain't giving you no food. Finally, they like address him because they ignored him for like a solid 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Dude's just at the counter yelling at the people in the and they're like, nah, we ain't giving you. And then finally, the girl just looked at him dead in the eye. It was like, you ain't getting shit.
She
said
that?
Pretty much.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, you ain't getting nothing. And dude was just like, this why y'all make $7 an hour, you fucking sluts.
Oh, yes!
And
Yes!
and he walked out.
Yes! God, I'm glad you finished that story, bro.
This ain't the finish. He walks out and then she starts yelling at everybody in there. Hey, no more dining in. Oh, y'all got to, we locking the fucking doors in here. Right? I'm like, oh, shit. So I'm
Bro,
like, they
Take
hyped
my
up.
$4 nachos.
And she's like, once everybody's out of here, that's it, whatever. So I got some nachos. I'm like, man, I'm gonna
fucking
finish my
sluts.
nachos. There's like three other white people in there, like a couple of.
He said the word slut.
fucking sluts.
God, dog. I swear to God,
Yes.
I was appalled because I was like, you know what I mean?
Of all the
like,
words,
of all the words,
he
like, you fucking
Man.
sluts.
Even if that'll pierce through you.
But
bro.
the end of
yeah.
the story is
Yeah.
the lady, like, cause a Mexican caught a stray for no fucking reason, dog. He was sitting there. It was like 3 white people, a couple black people, and there was one Mexican dude in there. And like you could tell he was like, don't speak English, don't read English or whatever. And like,
But he felt the vibe.
yeah, but she showed him the vibe because like the next order pops up and she's like, she gets fucking irate because she done locked the door. There's like the manager standing at the door, locked it, and she's like letting people out because they're worried this motherfucker gonna come shoot the bitch back up. You know what I'm saying? And she looks over the counter. She's like, "Who ordered fry? Who the fuck ordered fry?"
Damn, now she's just wilding out.
You just
cussing.
wilding, bro. And I'm like, I look down and like the
You
white
look down.
I did. I was like, I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. I don't know. I don't want to get shot neither. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had 2 tacos. I ordered like a Nacho Bel Grande, the meal with like the 2 tacos and Nacho Bel Grande. So I just like put the 2 tacos and took them with me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'll eat them shit in the car.
You need
dog.
that shit to go.
But I felt so bad for the Mexican because he was literally like, she was literally like, did you order, you know, she's like, who ordered fucking French fries? And then everybody just look around, he's like, fries? He's like, no, she said, no way, Jose. I was like, now she getting racist too?
Dude, I'm going to this Taco Bell.
She literally said
I
that,
ain't
dog.
ordering shit. I'm just sitting in the corner.
man.
I'm just watching.
Man,
it
I wish I
happen.
could keep the accent going, but I feel like I'm starting to feel a little like not good about using it. But it
I mean, you're from Charleston, bro. It's just in our
get it.
culture.
yeah, but it's true. Cause I was like, and I walked out and I was like, she had to let me out. I was like, all right, now you be
That's
easy,
sad,
man.
bro. That's
It was
sad that
crazy,
you
dog.
I
go.
don't understand that shit, dude. Like, you hate your job so much, you gonna start a fight at it?
Take pride in what you do,
Yeah,
bro.
dude,
Like
I
I just
never
don't
understood that
understand
shit.
that.
Don't do that shit no
There
more,
is
man.
some diamond in the rough. Like I will literally avoid fast food. That's why you're talking about fast food. Like I said, I would never do that. I do not go to fast food for that exact.
Yeah,
reason,
I
bro.
hate that shit, bro.
Like I'll go to like Ye Old Fashioned, get a club, or I'll go to like Nick's on Dorchester. I don't go to places like that because it like gets under my skin, bro.
Fucking
Yeah.
rude. Like, I don't
But
understand
when
being
you
rude.
do find one that people actually care, you know what I mean? Then I'll revisit and go back. That's why Chick-fil-A's got it on lock because the service,
Dude,
bro.
yeah, ain't no
You can
lie,
get a
man.
chicken sandwich anywhere.
Yeah,
you
I
go
saw-
there because the service. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw somewhere like a meme. It was like, why don't we just let Chick-fil-A run the country? You know what I'm saying? Shit would be way fucking easier. Shit would be fucking
and
fire.
they're only open 6 days a week.
yeah.
6 days a week,
Well, that's
bro.
like Burger King, bro. Like, I love Burger King.
Where are
Like,
they at?
dude,
What happened to
You
Burger
can't even
King?
get Burger King around here. But there's a Burger King by my dad's house.
It's just there's one on Dorchester Road and it sucks, dog. And
Yeah,
they just
the one in
remodeled it.
Goose
I'm like,
Creek sucks.
how do you have money to remodel this?
I can't
The
tell
one
you
in
last
Goose
time I've
Creek's
eaten.
terrible.
I haven't eaten Burger King in so
There's
long.
one
dude.
by my dad's house, bro, and you go there and it's like Chick-fil-A. They're like,
on
hey,
time.
what would you like? Would you like a Whopper? Would you like cheese with that, sir? My pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Pull
See
all
that?
around. Would you like some extra sauce? Hold on, I'll come out there and detail your car.
Yeah, you
Sluts.
need
Yeah,
that.
you're like, fuck
you
yeah.
you
Fucking
need that.
Burger King, dog. Yeah.
Fuck all that attitude and like no communicate, bro. Come on, man.
Dude, we
Yeah,
got
I don't
food the
like
other
that
day
shit.
from Wendy's. Me and Christina, we got some Wendy's or some shit. You know, there's always 2 windows nowadays. Pay at one, get your food at the other one. When this chick opened up the door, I don't even know what the girl's face looked like. She didn't even look. She literally just hung the
Nah,
food out the
that-
window,
that right
put the
there
drink
pissed me
out the
off.
window, shut the door. Never even saw her face.
Yeah.
Dude. I looked at Christina. She looked at me. She's like, "Leave this bitch." I like. She didn't even look at you. She's like, "I don't know what she looked. I know she had dark hair. That was it."
Yeah.
I was like,
And it's always when they
damn.
first open them, they'll send a bunch of all-star managers to open the store up, and it's amazing, and then it just goes down.
oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Like the little Bojangles by my house, garbage, bro. High school kids don't give a fuck. No manners, no, hey, how you doing? Just
Yeah.
none of that, bro.
Well,
think that
that's
place
what I'm
open
saying.
anyway.
Like,
Sad, bro.
that fucking Taco Bell, I knew what time it was when the motherfucker was like, hey, I'm just, where's the manager? He's like, I'm the manager.
Oh, Lord.
It's over, bro.
You're
Like,
the HR department,
that's
the manager. Oh,
and
this is great.
I've never in my life seen somebody call the
FaceTime.
FaceTime the general manager and like literally belittle a customer
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
in
that's
front
good.
of everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, and homeboy was not really like being that You know, like
Was he asking for too much when he just said, "Can I have my
He
food?"
was just like, either give me my money or my food. Like, you know, it's not even my food. Like, you're fucking. I don't even care at this point. I just want something. I don't want to leave here $10 down. You know what I'm saying? Like, either give me my $10 back or fucking give me my food.
I used to work at
wanna
fast food. I worked at the Hardee's in Goose Creek one time, and I remember the first order I ever took, dude. I got trained and shit for like 15 minutes. Maybe that's why fast food is so shitty, dude. They trained for like 15 minutes. How you do it? Boom. Here you go. See you later. And he's all bouncing it back. So a family came through. It was man, wife, 2 kids, and started ordering shit. I was like, look, if y'all could just order it how it comes on the menu, everything will be just fine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, no extra shit. No extra this. No take this away. Just tell me a number. I do it and it works, dude. And he was like, nah, yo. She wants this with no this, extra that. They want these with that. No toy for this kid, but this kid's allergic to that. And it turns out, and I'm like, all right. Your total's $86. And they're like, nah, bro. They're like, try again. I was like, you're right. My bad. Beep, 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 beep. $122. Like, we're out. See you. Goodbye. Yeah, just fucking laugh. I was like, damn, sat there so defeated, dude. And then the old black dude come through, man, and he was just like, he had no teeth in his mouth. Motherfucker like, I want a big chicken sandwich, no mayonnaise. I was like, you got it, sir.
You got it, sir.
Yeah. Beep, 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 beep. Motherfucker got his sandwich. Dude, I don't know, he must have felt the weight of the bag or some shit. He just grabbed it, looked at me, was just like, put that shit right in front of me. Gang of mayonnaise on that shit. Like, I must have hit double mayonnaise. He like, that look like mayonnaise to you? Yeah. I said, yes, it does. He like, yeah, you can eat that shit. Give me one with no mayonnaise. Yeah. I said,
that's right, like anywhere.
I wasn't a dick. I went, fuck you and your mayonnaise.
But you're right. You're right. Because like anyway, that's why you make $7 an hour. You fucking slut,
bro. You know that hurt her.
Oh, dude, they were so mad.
Shut
after
the door
that
on that shit.
Well, I was gonna ask you, man, because I know that I know we've been just fucking vibing like we always do. I mean, what else do you expect?
That's why I came in.
But I was gonna ask you, man, because I've been seeing like your daughter Maya's been fucking taking up the golf, man. How's that been feeling? Like, what I wanted to tell you is you need to start filming that shit, dog. Like, all the fucking golf YouTubes and TikToks and shit. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's something that she's interested in being.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I'm sure she would.
You know what I'm saying? But if she is, you should definitely document that shit, man, because like, she already got a nice swing, and you know, like, she's interested. It might be something to just. Like, I
already thought about it.
If you need help, we got cameras, dog. Come
she
out.
should really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
her swing is fucking beautiful, you know.
Bro,
like,
she's
that
only
shoulder
done it
down,
for like a
and
couple
fucking
months.
head down. That's what I'm saying.
Because she's got him as a coach. I play with him. Dude, this motherfucker is
that
hyper focused.
yeah.
He is hyper focused. He's like, nope.
Yeah.
He's not overwhelming. But he's just in. He's in. Like, he sees what she's doing.
I don't
wrong,
really
dude.
push her, but
nah, it's.
I was really waiting on her to kind of like ask me about it, and it kind of just worked out where we had her go from like Rex softball and volleyball, and we're just completely over like baseball. No offense to my son or whatever. We're just burnt out, like being at baseball fields.
Fuck baseball,
constantly.
dog. You gotta sit there for fucking 8
stuff,
hours getting eat up by
and he's gonna
mosquitoes
finish
and
it out,
flies.
and he's gonna go to distance or whatever. But we just told ourselves, look, let's find other avenues. Like, there's other things out there than baseball and football. Like, everybody's doing it, and I mentioned golf a few times, and it was like, she finally was like, yeah, all right. So we got hooked up with the Goose Creek High School, and she like swung a couple of times, went to practice. It was like, yeah, let's go. They put her right on the team. She went from, because I don't know if you know how high school golf works. So you got 10 kids. They only put 5 in the tournaments. So you actually compete against the players on your team. And then when it's go time, the best 5 go represent your school. That's how it really works. She went from like last place to like first place throughout the season.
Nice.
Just like really just took to it. But that was right in the time where I just broke my arm.
Yeah.
My arm still doesn't work. So it was kind of like I could enjoy it, but like still be involved in it and kind of still get that, you know, like love with the game, because it's pretty much over with.
Right.
As far as I go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Which sucks, but.
Yeah. But I mean,
You were only doing it for leisure at this point.
I was only
anyway.
doing it for
There's always
leisure,
soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, I got the little man in soccer
So you
too.
pick up soccer. You don't need your arms, right?
Yeah. I wish Caden would have stuck with soccer, man. He was really good at that shit. But
A lot of running.
yeah, hell yeah.
Then another sitting on the
It's
field.
just something different, you know what I mean? It's
We was a basketball family. That worked
Right.
for us. Inside, loud.
yeah, that's cool too.
inside,
Yeah,
it was just
inside,
like-
yeah.
Well, man, I hope she sticks with it, man. And like, I just wanted to extend a hand and be like, if she's down to, if she gets interested in doing some kind of content based.
At the very least, I think she needs to do TikToks.
That's
and
what I'm
I think
saying.
it'll
Like,
take
and
off.
if y'all need any assistance or if she fucking, you know what I mean, like
Right.
whatever, we'll support her. You know, if she needs
Right.
a sponsorship, Water Pod got her. You know what I mean? We'll be on that. We'll be on that. But I also, I know we were probably running out of time. I don't know, man. It feels like it, but it feels like we close to an hour. But we'll
How
see.
long we got, Jeffrey?
But regardless, I know that like a lot of people don't know your story, and we ain't got to get into a lot of your story if you
I
don't
mean,
want
we can,
to.
yeah. Let's go.
But you know, I'd like to know like
I don't want to leave here tonight without at least having the opportunity to motivate somebody.
that's what I'm
or,
getting at,
or
man.
reach somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like where I'm at in my life. Like
Yeah,
I motivate people every day for my job, and I find a little bit of enjoyment in like just getting in the mind of people and getting them out of the shit, because I done been down through there, bro.
yeah, I know.
So it's I really do find joy in that. So
Yeah. Well, I you know, I would say that you I've known a lot of people that's had struggles and been through been through things. Obviously, like we grew up the same way. Like we
Right,
all
yeah.
grew up in the pill era, the ecstasy era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We grew up in the era of like drugs before our generation were just like you either did crack, coke,
yeah,
weed,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, but all them motherfuckers still living. You know, they might have fell off, they might have had some problems, but
Yeah.
our era is like when motherfuckers started dying behind
Motherfuckers
that
started
shit.
dying,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like people started dying. Like you started seeing like I mean, you probably all three of our hands together, we couldn't name all the fucking people that we know together that's died off of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And for me, like you were always one of the hardest for me to like grasp, you know what I'm saying? Because you and I were always just like, you know, like have a couple beers out, you know, we used to do this
Yeah.
thing like on Fridays, we would like grab a six, they used to, where was it? Like, it was like public,
Yeah, no,
somewhere
yeah,
where
just
like you
grocery
could
stores.
build your own
Yeah.
6-pack.
I know
And like
exactly
me and
the
him would
time
go
of
build a 6-pack and like chill, and then like, you know, like it just like progressed like over a few year span, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like, oh shit, like
Where's he
This shit-
at?
this shit-
I was
got
with
away
you this
from us.
weekend, and then like I don't see this motherfucker for 3-4 months, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
And then like you would come back and you would kind of be on a, you know, like here for a few weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you could tell he's a little different. Like maybe he regrets what the fuck he's been doing this last 6 months. But then like he's gone again. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I would give the floor to you. Like I can sit here and talk about my perspective from it, but I guess your perspective would be better to hear from. So
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty much living a double life. Like, even when I met, just take it all the way back to Don, and some of these habits and behaviors are obviously derived from your childhood, your upbringing, and stuff like that. But even the reason why I know Don and so I have this set of people that I associate with, and then I have my friends that I associate with. So I was already accustomed to living like this double life, right?
right,
So let's fast forward. That fades out, and it turns into that lifestyle that I got introduced to, and that culture led to another lifestyle and culture that I then again had to hide from my normal everyday friends. So I had this group of people that knew me for one thing, and then I had this group of people that knew me as me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was very hard to juggle even back then. And then even like when we were doing like music and stuff, it was hard to juggle those, bro. Like remember y'all were talking about, and I'm gonna get back to that.
No, you're good.
Remember y'all were talking about like being frustrated, and Don's frustrated because like he can't wrangle me in and get me to these places, bro. It was hard to do what I was trying to do and then do like the music thing. You see what I'm saying? Like I fell in love with something else before that. You see what I'm saying? And I was trying to be this person. I was trying to make my name into a whole nother thing that I couldn't really explain to anybody. Like Don knew about it and the people that I was running around with, but it was really getting in the way. It was like you introducing somebody to a culture and a lifestyle, then like you're getting mad at them because they want to be like you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Don was on his like, okay, I need to relax. Like I done did that. I'm on the run. I'm calmed down. I wanted to level up. I didn't have my run yet. Pretty much what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of times that like it looked like I may not have cared, but I didn't care. But I fell in love with that first. See what I'm saying? And then all the music stuff happened. But fast forward to me ending up being this like helpless, hopeless, just existing, bro. That's what it ended up being. And I made a lot of like bad decisions. And I had to hide it from you. I had to hide it from you. I had to hide it from Jeff and like all my real friends. But there's a group of people out there that seen it firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Like
I stumbled across it one time on a whim, dude. Like I went to go get. I think he was getting like a bag of weed or something. I ended up at a hotel room trying to get some bag of weed, and you just happened to be there.
Yeah.
And you were not in good shape, and I was like, man, I didn't know.
Not
it was
in
like,
good shape, bro.
I didn't know it was like this, man. But
Yeah.
I just had no idea.
like everything that y'all think it was. Like the some of the worst, darkest times in my life, bro. Like just nobody. Like when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Like you can't go to your homie that you grew up with and be like, bro, you won't believe what I done got myself into, dog. I done lost this, I done lost that. I'm assed out. You see what I'm saying? But luckily, you know, I always say this, like Stevie's like, she saved my life, bro. Like somehow, some way, Jeff and Stevie were hanging out with Tressa and they came and picked me up. And that night changed my life, bro.
Yeah.
Because she stuck with me. She seen me like at the end of it and just only a fraction of it. Because I had I defied the odds, bro. I had about a 10-year run, dog. And like the time where you're talking about where we would like make those, I was on it then. If I hung out with you, I wasn't. But I was. On the inside, I was hurting because I would be like coming down. I'd be like withdrawing and shit like that. So I would put on this front like I was okay with you, but I wasn't okay, bro.
Yeah.
Like I remember thinking like being jealous of y'all because y'all could just like chill and drink and be okay, and I was not okay.
Yeah.
Like I remember like, damn, bro, I want to just like sit here with y'all and have a good time, but in the back of my mind, I was not.
Were you worried that it would just go too far if you got started?
No, like.
Well, it did go too far.
Well, I mean, like, I've met people that's like, no, y'all don't understand. I can't just have 2 or 3 beers.
What I mean is, I should explain that a little better. Like how we're just sitting here having a good time and just existing and talking and stuff. I could not do that.
Yeah.
I had to have this feeling taken away from me. It overcame me. Wake up every day and you're consumed with how you feel is exhausting, bro. Like soon as your eyes open up, this feeling's got to go. Like I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to exist. I don't want to I have to do something now. And I would walk all over you, bro, to do it. Yeah. And that's just all there is to it. Like I can't even really explain it. Like there's a feeling and it's like in your body, bro, and it's just gotta go. And you're not gonna stop until that feeling is gone, and the only way to get it gone is go get right. And the shit that I did to chase that is absolutely embarrassing. It's part of my story, but it's horrible, bro. Like,
But
that,
you are a pill. I don't want to cut you off, but you are a pillar of like when I talk to people about addiction or like your name comes up all the time when people are like.
and don't ever think I'm like don't want to talk about it, because there's no problem.
I don't feel that way, but I just feel like I don't feel like you don't ever want to talk about it. I just don't feel like you always want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't ever want you to feel like it's all people want to talk about with you, because like, and that's what I'm trying to get. My point right now is like, my point is like, I know that I've spoken with you at lengths about this shit, and like I think your fear is like you don't want to glorify it. You know what I'm saying? Like because a lot of people, like if you were to sit here and tell your stories, there's motherfuckers that would be like, this is bad, this is cool, this guy's cool.
I see,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
what you're
saying? Like
saying,
he's done all these things, you know what I'm saying? And like I know that you would rather people understand the brokenness and the hopelessness of the situation rather than like I didn't have no kids. I was out fucking, I was out trapping. I was out fucking.
Yeah. Go ahead and be gang and pop them perks if you want to, bro. Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah,
because that's
it'll
how
catch up to you, and it's weird because like it doesn't discriminate, and it doesn't.
Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? And it's weird because like you said, like him and I. We could sit here and have some beers and smoke some weed, and we can fucking, at it's 10 o'clock, bro. I'll see you later. You know
bro,
what
I'm telling you.
And you be like, what you mean I'll see you later? Like, nah, you won't see me for 10 months. It's 10 o'clock, but you ain't about to see me for 10 weeks.
There was times, bro, where when you lived in, I don't know if you don't live there no more, so I guess it's okay to say Pineview.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in the studio like, damn, bro, like my friends are just like hanging out, having fun, and I'm fucking miserable, bro. Like I probably didn't show it, but on the inside, I was just.
I mean, I could speak
so
of one
miserable.
time that I remember.
Because I wasn't getting high. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Like,
but I remember one time that you actually, because you were trying to like keep that away from me and us or whatever. But I remember
Did a good job.
Well, that's what
If there's any of you,
there was one when I realized you had there's like a few instances. I'll name one when I realized like you had a problem. You had a problem that we had drank like we had been drinking all fucking day or whatever. Like I don't even drink like this no more. But we had went through like 18 pack or whatever. But I knew you were. I thought at the time, because I was naive, because I had never known anyone that had fucked with smack or heroin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I knew pills, so like me being naive, I thought like he took too many Loratabs, or he's on an oxy, and like motherfucker took an 80 and he should have only took a 40 tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But he
yeah,
started
yeah,
puking. His eyes were just like beady, and he was in and out of consciousness almost. He started puking up blood, and then he was like, yo, I drank too much beer. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, dog, that ain't.
Yeah,
like,
nah.
we've drank, you know what I'm saying? We've drank suitcases.
All day,
and
on the boat.
It don't work like that. Like, we ain't never puked up no blood.
Yeah.
But the hardest thing for me with you, because you even talked about it, like you didn't want to, and it took, like, you've showed me a lot about the struggle, and even more so, you showed me a lot about like recovery. You know what I'm saying? Because you're probably one of the most successful stories of addiction recovery that I know. You know what I'm saying? If not the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure you've had your struggles since, and like I'm sure it's not fucking easy, but you went from somebody that looked up to me to like, nah, I look up to you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure that like you'd be like, man, don't fucking look up to me, or I still look up to you, or whatever. Like
yeah.
But now it's mutual. You know what I'm saying? Is how I'm saying it. Like before whatever. But you were always one of the hardest for me, because I always felt like me and you been down so long that I was like, why didn't, like when you first went and got help, or you know what I'm saying, like I felt kind of. I'll tell you how I felt. I felt
man, why didn't I come to you? And
right. Like why didn't he tell me that he was struggling this way? Because he knows like I would do anything for that motherfucker.
I'm gonna tell
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna tell you why though. Because I was conditioned to like hide that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like when my mom married Bubba's dad, I seen somebody with a problem, and our uncle, his brother Woody. I seen how they would do it. They would go away, and you would never really see the problem, but you would just hear about the problem. Mm-hmm. So I was really good at that, bro. I was really good at like, I'm telling you, bro, I had a network just like you guys, but I had a network that had just revolved around that.
Yeah, like a negative
some
network.
of these people you know, and we joke around, smack bounce and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Some of these people you know, but it's a small community.
Yeah.
And it's like, I would hang out with y'all, and then I would go, and then I would go be with these people, and we would do unspeakable things, bro, and go, and some of them just had it, and then some people I had to go do fucked up shit around. You see what I'm saying? But I would never bring that around y'all because I knew y'all didn't get down like that. Like, yeah. I'm not that kind of person.
No, I'm saying like I was just telling you. I know that
once
now.
you graduate to that ain't something you roll up to a party with and be like, bro, bust out the spoons and like that's like, bro, you need to go hide somewhere, and that is a whole nother. That's not taking a bump at a party. Yeah. That's not like.
That's gonna lock yourself away type.
Yeah, that's not shaking a couple perks in your hand and giving your buddies some, bro. That's the real deal, bro.
Yeah.
I'm glad that's behind you.
That's what I was about to say. I'll tell you now, like while these cameras are fucking rolling, you know what I'm saying? Is that like I love you, and I'm like we've had this conversation before where like because I know like now like we've you know like you've had your time and you've been sober long enough where like you don't feel like you know that like you don't owe me an explanation for anything because you know how I feel, and you know like we've spoken enough where like if I'm like, yo, I'm having my birthday party over here and like you don't come, like we've already passed that. But I would just like to say that like
I want to speak on that too, but just go ahead.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like you're past that shit. But my point is like I'm just proud of you, and like I've told you before, like if we don't speak another day in my life, if we don't see each other a day again in my life, I know that you came out on the other side and you're okay. That's enough for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I seen when you were at your lowest, and like I thought like I might not. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen you leave my house before and been like, I might not see this motherfucker again. Yeah. Cause it's happened to God rest his soul, buddy. Like these motherfuckers that like. I got love for it. Maybe not as much love as you, because me and you go back like fucking full flats on a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying?
But still, to lose somebody like Earl is so close.
Yeah, I mean, buddy. I'm not saying buddy. I don't love like a brother. Like I love that motherfucker. Like me and him got mad history, and that shit hurt. Sure. Like I cried over top of his fucking casket. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of them ones that I felt responsible for. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I showed him that life. I showed him. Like when I met Buddy, he was like he ain't never smoked no weed. You know what I'm saying? Like he was coming to my crib to smoke, and he did his first pills with me. You know what I'm saying? And drank his first beers with me, and then he died behind that shit.
The guy that I first did that with, he's normal. And to him, it was normal.
Yeah, like, for me, it was normal.
We used to go get Laura tabs, and it was normal. And then I was actually getting them. I'm not gonna say from who. It was an older guy, but he was like, "Man, be careful with these." I'm like, "Man, fucking Laura tab, dude." Like, honestly, bro, I didn't do like hard drugs growing up. Like when you lived in Bridge Creek, and I hung out with like Garrett, and we lived in Branchwood. Like I wasn't like a hard druggy dude.
No,
like
I always looked at you in the same vein as Buddy. It was like you were. Like me and a couple, I'm not gonna name names either, but we were more on that tip, you know what I'm saying? And like and you were just more like you might smoke a little weed or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You didn't even really drink.
Right.
But then like once you got a hold of them pills, and that's what I'm saying. It's like it's weird like when people get a hold of their thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you don't know what your thing is until you get a hold of it.
No.
And then once you get a hold of it, that motherfucker gets a hold of you.
But
You know
what
I'm
I
saying?
was saying was the guy was saying, be careful with him. And it's somebody close to me. And I was like, whatever, dude. And I'd go get a couple and I'd go hang out with this said person. And it was like an everyday thing. I'd go kick it out of his house. We'd pop a couple or whatever. And like 2 weeks later, not thinking nothing of it, just like going to work, and I feel like dog shit. And I call him, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? And he's like, dude, I told you. Like, you don't know what you're fucking with, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I gotta go to work, dude. So I need like another one, like just to go function. And it turned into that, and it turned into that, and
the
it
cycle.
just escalated, bro. And I'm telling y'all, the shit that I got myself into is nothing to even be spoken about on this platform, bro. Like, I could literally like just break y'all down for a couple hours of some shit. You'd be like, bro, you did that? Like, it's bad. But the same intensity, the same go all out mentality that I had with like when I met Don, the same love and the same all out, I turned it into that. But it all goes back around. Thank God Jeff called me that night, bro, and literally is a major part of why I'm sitting here today.
Sometimes that's what it is, manifest destiny.
But what I'm saying is it got so bad, and Stevie seen it for like the last, I say I gave her a hard like 8 or 9 months, bro, and she was finally like, dude, you can't do this no more.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even in my heyday. Like, I done fell in love with her. I done fell in love with them kids. Like, that was me on like 3. That wasn't me like just rolling around by myself on 10. Like, and shit still scared her.
3 was still too much.
Bro, she was like, dude, I love you, but we can't do this or whatever. I wound up going into a rehab. I remember the first night, I tell y'all this story. I remember the first night we drove there, and I'm so fucked up, bro. And I'm telling Stevie and my mom and my sister, like, bro, I'd rather go to jail than place like. That's how my mind was like. In my mind, I would rather go to jail than go to a rehab. Like, that's how like distorted. At least I
could get some shit in jail.
Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, but I get there, they drive me there, they throw me out, and I'm sitting in a room in this my first night in this place. You go through this like orientation. And I'm nervous, bro. I'm in a foreign place. I've never done nothing like this before. I just told some stranger dude, like, my personal business. I sit in this room, and it's 99 people. Half of it is women. It's probably like 30. It's probably like 30%, 70% men. So it's got women on the other side of the room. A dude sits down in a seat. First night, I'm reading the wall, and behind the guy is the steps of AA. And my personality is I want to read all the way down to the bottom, and I just want to see how to finish this thing. Right?
Yeah.
And the last part is, you know what I mean? It talks about having a spiritual awakening, right? And the dude says, everybody look around. And this ain't like no boot camp or anything. You've been there, right? You came and visited me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't know if you went actually there. Yeah. And Jeff with his stupid ass turkeys, bro. I mean, this fucking guy.
Yeah, I was there.
It's not like, but anyway, it's not like a boot camp or anything. We're all sitting in chairs like this, regular street clothes and stuff like that. And he's like, "Oh, y'all look around." I'm like looking around, and there's people just like me, dude, junkie. There's a bunch of ex-convicts, and prostitutes probably on the other side. And the dude's like, "There's 99 of y'all in here. Only 4 of y'all gonna make it." And he just told us straight up. And I remember that first off, I knew I was done when I went there. Yeah. Like I was done. They say that you have to be at your rock bottom. When you're at a real deal, like the real deal, you have to be asked out in order to quit. I can't have no other lick. Nobody can give me money. I can have nowhere to live. Don't give me anything of value or I'm going to keep going. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So I finally had got to that point. And I'm in this place, and this guy's saying only 4 of y'all are gonna make it out. And I remember looking around, and I'm like, I don't know who the other 3 is gonna be, but I'm making it out of here, dog. Like, I just knew right then and there, I was through. I was over, bro.
Yeah.
I had like a good 10-year run, like.
I think that goes back to you being headstrong, though, because like with your cleaning shit, with your
Bro.
like just like you see it now. Like you was obsessed.
This calm
in
came
that
over
life,
me,
dude,
though,
but then,
bro.
like
It was crazy.
You're
This
a goal
calmness came
achiever.
over me. I knew that I was through. I knew that
Yeah.
I knew it was over. The shit that I had escaped from, like being alive, not being in prison, like, dude, I knew. I was like, man, I don't know what the other 3 are supposed to do.
Yeah.
I'm one of them, bro. And like, I just that same mentality.
I'll be 100% honest with you, bro. You give me so much hope because you know my situation. I ain't spoke on it on this podcast at all. And
I think
and
about
don't
that
know
all
if
the
it's,
time.
I don't know if it's the platform to speak on it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you give me a lot of fucking hope that it's possible for the people that I wish it would be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I'm super grateful that you made it out because like I said, like, buddy, that was hard, but like if I'd had to go up there and hug your mom and your sister and fucking your brother and you know what I'm saying, like, nah, like that shit would have killed me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm so glad that I ain't have to do that to you, and that's why I tell you all the time, like, bro, like whether we chill or talk all the time or not, like, you know we brothers, and I know you ain't on so fucking trap house, fucking shooting up
Right.
fucking Tractor Supply horse needles through your toes type shit. Like, I know you ain't doing none of that dumb
That's
shit.
what I
no
was
more,
gonna
man.
get at when you said hanging out all the time. That same intensity, that same go for the gusto, like attitude that I had with everything that I did, even if it was good or bad. When I made that transition and said, "This is it. It's over. Like, I'm giving this woman, I'm giving these kids everything I got."
Yeah.
Like, that's why I go so hard in the paint, bro, every day. Like, y'all might not see me all the time. It's not because I don't like to hang out.
Yeah.
It's really not. But doing what I have to do, you kind of have to be selfish a little bit. And it's weird to say that, but I have to be careful where I put my energy because I feel like I've let myself down for so long. Like, I have to just be very militant on how I
Yeah,
live.
well, you know, like if you get into a groove, like you gonna stay in that groove. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna go all the way in on it, and like that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to explain yourself to me on that end. Like, that's why I meant when I say I look up to you, because like I not that I have like. I'm not on no trap house fucking couches. I'm not I'm not
Right.
chasing a high. Like, but you know what I'm saying, like I have these other things that I could do, you know, and I get it. I think I do a good job of like spreading myself out but not too thin.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that like with your personality you're not able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you have to like you're hyper focused on things. You're
Right.
focused on shit, and I don't take it personally. So like,
Right.
and I know like, I just want to tell you that so that you don't ever feel like,
Because I think about
they
it all
might
the time.
take it
like-
personally because I don't get to chill with them, so they probably feel like, oh, he doesn't want to chill with us because I drink or I do this or I do
Yeah, it's
that or
not
I
that.
go here, I go there. It has. I know it doesn't have nothing to do.
And I
with
think
that.
about it all
It's
the
just
time.
that like. You're trying to fucking be the best version of you. And that's like, at the end of I just talked to my homie today, and he had quit doing music for a while. And like, he just started back making some music, doing this. And I told him straight up, dog, I was like, yo, that's all I ask from my homies. Like, just like, to chase your passions, and because you're a dope motherfucker. Like, you're a dope motherfucker. Like,
If it
that's-
makes you happy, I
if
want
it
you to do
I
it.
want you to be happy and well. Like,
Right.
that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you're happy, healthy, your family's taken care of, bro. You don't owe me no explanations, dog. Like, at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, you know, somebody bust your balls, be like, man, you don't want to fucking chill, watch it. Motherfucker, I'm going to help I'm going to fucking help my daughter do her homework. All right,
Right.
word. I'm going to fucking help my dad fucking put up the. What the fuck can I say? But hey, you know, I feel like we gonna have you back on, dog. Fuck it. We'll have you back on. We'll fucking go back
Part
into this
two.
shit. You know what I'm saying? I
Part
fucking
two.
love it. It don't matter. We got the GoPro. Shout out fucking Black Dick on the GoPro.
Hell, Black Dick, White Foot.
My bad. But hey, Black Dick, White Foot with the GoPro. This my homie, man. We know him as Juice, old Slim Pickens, Ryan Wallen, man. If y'all need anything or if you want to know how to get some help, if you're dealing with addiction or whatever, you know, holla at me, holla at him. I'm sure he could point you in the right direction, man. I feel like we touched all the bases tonight. We went through fucking this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, we just want to see everybody be well, be happy, be healthy, take care of your family. Don't fucking die in no ditch nowhere chasing a fucking high, man. Straight up. Like, that shit ain't worth it, man. We done seen too many people do it, man. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be a fucking present father. I want to be a great grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the most important thing to me, which is weird because I don't even have grandkids, but I want to be a great fucking grandfather. I want to be a grandfather that has a fucking house that I used, like, didn't all y'all used to go to your granny's house, go to your grandma's house, fucking go check on your grandpa, like, and then that shit, like, skipped a generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's weird as fuck to me, and I ain't gonna let that shit happen. In my generation, like me, my kids, when they have kids, they gonna have somewhere to come to, you know what I'm saying? Fuck around. Cousin Sal,
Hey.
my boy Ryan Wallen, Juice, on the motherfucker, Waterboy, think harder, foolish on the cams, by the way. He trying to keep them bitches running, but we've been talking too much. Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the water pot. Peace.
Yeah.
Let go.
Okay, Creekside. Here we done it again. Holy shit. Yeah, so y'all know. Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Yeah, off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us. Crystal clear, I don't need tents to see me. Call the cops when I ride through GC. 4-door Cadillac, now you wish you was me. When I cry like 100 blues. And I spit the truth, but I ain't got no spit for you. I got a click or two, send a couple cheese too. Serve it straight at the pot, I got beef stew. You want beef too, I'm banging like a straight boom. I had your bitch bounce that ass to my mixtape. And she gotta go feel it when the trunk quake. Just that dirty South brick, ain't no Harlem shake. Break it down, bag it up, we ain't got no time to waste. Mids in the wind, you know I took it to the face. You hear him holler juice, so the youngin' in the place. You want drama, put Slim Pickens in his grave. You want the drama, put Slim Pickens in his grave. Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us. Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us.
It's hard to be on top when they all dispute you. Trying to sway your head up like an ego booster. So why show fear to them police cruisers when I'm always haunted by the ghost of hip-hop's future? So I'm forced to smoke spliffs, too big for roach clips. In the mix with the original Mr. Oh shit. With my folks in this bitch, no one brutal as this. Haters trying to block my shine like a lunar eclipse. Now make way, I'm big in the streets like parades. Cause you know the kid tight like 13 spades. When they pass, they quit talking out of their ass. I keep these rappers on their toes like a ballet class. Without licking a shot, on a mission for thicker knots. Blood clots, lead them pussies ducking in their litter box. Let them kick rocks, leave them nowhere to hide. They can slash 4 tires and you still gon' ride.
Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us. Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us.
We ride deep like funerals, so turn your tuner to the tune of true and fumes. Been at it so long, we use Roman numerals to name the tracks. If you change the facts, I'll be in the courtroom with a painted axe. A poem on my chest like where the plaintiff at. Ain't it something that we came from nothing? Now they can't touch us, and it hurts like plant muscles. You ain't And in my camp, fucker, you got no tent, no lantern. I'm the king, you chancellor. We on top like antlers. So take a break like dancers. No fear, I'm taking chances. Why you faking tantrums? I'm creating anthems. Ain't your damn them. You can't revamp them. Pay no
7-3.
ransom. We ride forever. Yeah, you got a phone, but mine is
In the
better.
morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us. Up in the morning, kick to do, we ride like we got shit to do. Off in the bucket, something like a cutlass. Low key, case them haters won't touch us.